Hey YouTube, welcome back to the channel. Donnie here. It's been quite a while since my last video, but it's the holiday season of 2025 now, and I'm hoping to have a couple weeks off of work during the Christmas and New Year's holidays here, so should have some free time. Planning on making at least a couple videos, maybe 3 videos over this period for you guys. This will be the first of those, and I'm going to go over my top 25 pickups from this year. I've had a few pickups recently from local card shops and such that I haven't shared with you yet, so I'll cover those, and then there'll be a few honorable mentions that won't quite make the top 25, and then I'll get in the top 25. I've ordered them more or less by their current value. Some of them are a little bit iffy just because of lack of sales, or at least recent sales, and a few other factors, but I'll go over that when we get to those. There's also a few in the top 25 that you guys haven't seen yet, so I'd like to share those with you. Nothing too major, but there are some nice pre-war and other cards here for you guys to see tonight. So I'm going to turn around the camera and we'll get into looking at some cards. Stay tuned. Okay, first up are some recent pickups that I don't think I've shared with you guys, but I would like to. So the first one is for my 1964 Topps Giants set that I'm working on, and it's the Frank Robinson. I think I picked this up at the last big Nashville card show. Paid $15 for it, so it was one of the last 3 cards that I need for that set. I still need the Koufax and the Maze, which are both short prints, so maybe in 2026 I'll be able to find both of those and finally finish that set. So there is the 64 Topps Giant Frank Robinson. And then just recently I picked up this, had a business trip up to Virginia. I went to a local card shop there in downtown Fredericksburg and picked up a few small hits there. This is a 1950 Bowman Sherry Robertson. I paid $10 for this. I thought it was in really nice shape. Otherwise I probably wouldn't have spent $10 on a common from 50 Bowman, but because of the condition, I thought it was probably grade worthy if I wanted to send it in for grading, which I usually don't do, but this one might have a chance at a fairly high grade, so might consider that. So that's the 50 Bowman Sherry Robinson. Also at the same card shop, they had a few of these 1967 Topps pinup posters. So I got this one, Orlando Cepeda. So they had another Hall of Famer. I can't remember who it was. Ron Santo, maybe. I'm not sure. But I like this one the best. It was the best condition. I didn't have a card from the set yet, so this is kind of fills a type card collection hole as well as a Hall of Fame player hole. And that set's, I think, 32 different cards, so it's very doable. So I might just go ahead and have that on kind of the oddball set list that I work on from time to time. So there's the Cepeda from 67 Topps pinups. So those were the kind of the recent ones I haven't showed yet that aren't in the top 25. We'll get to some others here in a little bit, but the next ones up are some honorable mentions. And I think you've probably have seen most of these, but I'll share them anyway since they were honorable mentions. So the first up is 52 Topps Johnny Mize. So I picked this up from Stan Locke at Strongsville earlier in the year. So 52 Topps Hall of Famer. I think that's probably about maybe $40, something like that value. And then trip for that I went on with my wife for an anniversary trip to kind of Germantown, Collierville, Cordova area of Tennessee outside of Memphis. Picked this up at a local card shop there. Really nice 56 Topps Richie Ashburn. Again, I think I've shared this with you guys, but I am an Ashburn collector, so this was an upgrade for me for his player run. There. And then another one that I picked up from Strongsville earlier in the year. This was bought from J.D. Heckathorn. It's a 54 Red Heart, Red Sheendienst. So starting to work on this set little by little. So I've got just a handful of cards for this and so far, but I'm going to try to focus on the Hall of Fame players. So that's that one. And then the last honorable mention before we get into the top 25 is this T205 Jack Murray. And let's see, I picked this one up from Strongsville as well. I don't remember the dealer I got it from, but it was probably, I think, around 40 or 50 bucks for it. Sorry, it's not really focusing very well there because of the other cards in the background. So those are some recent pickups you haven't seen yet and some honorable mentions. Now let's get into the top 25. Okay, so as we get into these, you'll probably notice that most of these are not high dollar cards. I think my top 25 start around $40. There probably were a few cards that were above that that I bought this year, but for whatever reason, these are the top 25 that I picked for this year. Starting out, this is one that you guys have not seen yet. I got it from a local card shop in Rogersville, Alabama. It's the 1958 Topps Eddie Matthews. I thought this was really nice looking, nice centered Eddie Matthews card from 58 Topps. Set that I've started, but I haven't really been focused on very much. But Eddie Matthews is a player I like to collect. He's kind of a, I guess, an undervalued Hall of Famer, if you will. So there's that. And then, let's see, the next one up is a pickup from the Strongsville show. This is the 51 Burke Ross, Richie Ashburn. These cards are pretty cool. They have really kind of, I would say, poor photography on them, but still some neat non-mainstream cards of major Hall of Famers. I think Burke Ross has Joe DiMaggio in it. Willie Mays, I believe. I think Mickey Mantle may have one in there somewhere in the 51 set. So anyway, so that's the 51 Burke Ross and Richie Ashburn. Again, around let's see, $40 or $50 for that one. Next one up is another local card shop pickup. It's 1959 Topps Harmon Killebrew and an SGC4. So what got me on this one is both the centering and the ultra white borders. Just look super sharp. So normally I don't buy graded cards, especially I would say kind of the mid-tier Hall of Famers in their middle years, if you will. But that one was really nice, and it was priced affordably, so I got it. So that's that one. Next up is the 64 Topps Giants, Hank Aaron. This one I picked up in Strongsville as well earlier in the year. I think I paid around $55 for it, so that's probably around the value of it right now. Maybe a little bit more, but I have it at $55, so there's that really nice Hank Aaron card. If you guys want some really nice photographs and cards, the 64 Topps Giants set is pretty much can't be beat for photography. It's great. Let's see, next one up is a T205 Al Bridwell. I picked this one up from Net54 from a seller there that I bought from before. But I've got I would say a handful of T205s. I'm more focused on the T206 set, but I would like to get some more T205s because they are pretty nice cards. I like the stat backs on them. And I'm trying to focus a little bit on getting the Giants team set from T205s, so this fits a hole there. So again, this one's valued at maybe around $60, something like that. So there are those, and I'll be right back with some more. Okay, continuing on, this is number 20, and it's Sherry McGee T205 card. And this one was bought from that same Net54 seller that I've bought from before. So Sherry McGee was actually a pretty good player. So of course he has a famous T206 error card that is about 10 grand a pop. This card was significantly less than that. Still a good card of a great player though. I think it's listed for around $70 value. So T205 Sherry McGee. And then this is another one here coming up that you guys have not seen yet. I picked this up in my recent trip to Virginia. It's the 1970 Topps Thurman Munson rookie card in SGC5. So I paid $65 for this, I think, and I have it listed for about $75 value, plus or minus. But I didn't have a Thurman Munson rookie card yet, so saw that and decided to pick it up. Let's see, the next one is a T206. This is Dummy Taylor, who was famously a deaf pitcher back in the early 1900s. Piedmont back there with a little bit of stay on top. But Dummy Taylor cards go for a little bit more than the average common in T206. So I have this one listed as $75, I think, in raw form. But I've been looking for that for a while, so I picked that one up this year. Next up is a card I got off of a Discord group. And this is the 1955 Topps Yogi Berra. It was one of the last, say, 5 cards I needed for that set. So I picked this one up. I think I have it listed for around $100 value right now. A little bit of surface issues there, but pretty nice shape other than that. No creases or anything. So there's Yogi Berra. And let's see, next up is another T206. This is Jack Barbeau. Picked this up on our anniversary trip to Germantown, Tennessee. And the reason I got it mostly is because of the polar bear back, because I do like to collect the polar bears. And I have that one listed at $100 value. So I think that broke. Well, yeah, the bear and the Jack Barbeau broke into the $100 range. So there are those. I'll come back here and we'll start on number 15. Okay, picking up at number 15. This is another Strongsville pickup, one I had been looking for a long time online. Never pulled the trigger, but did get it at Strongsville. I think I got it from Stan Locke as well. It's part of a several card deal I made with him and his wife. But it's a 1950 Bowman Richie Ashburn. So I love this Richie Ashburn card and the pose. It's just a great looking card. There's the back. And I have that one valued at $100 as well. Next up is a recent autograph card that I got. Bought this card from the dealer in Germantown, Tennessee, and then took it to the Music City Autograph Show and had Dwight Gooden autograph it. So I think the card was like 75 bucks. And so I have the total value of about $100, maybe more or less than that, probably a little bit more if anything. But it's not graded, so, but it is authentic. I was there and actually got it, and I got the JSA authentication sticker on the back. But anyway, 1984 Fleer Dwight Gooden rookie card autographed. Next up is one of the high number rookie cards in the 65 top set. Tony Perez. Picked this one up from Stan Locke at Strongsville as well. So one of the couple of 65 Topps rookie cards I got from him. But it's pretty nicely centered. Really nice corners and color and stuff on it. A little bit of toning on the back. But anyway, Tony Perez rookie card. Have it listed as $100 value as well. Next one up is one that's a new one that you guys haven't seen yet. I got this at a local card shop. And it's 1960 Topps Bob Gibson. And when I saw this, the condition just really sold it for me. Really nice centering, almost, I guess, nearly perfect centering. Nice bright white borders, good corners and edges and everything. Good registration. One of the bigger 1960 Topps cards that I still need in that set. I think I need 45 cards to finish that set. And this is one of the bigger Hall of Famers, Bob Gibson's second-year card. So, but I was super pumped to find a nice one like that. I think I have it valued at $120. And let's see, next one up is another autograph one that I have shown you guys before. It's the 1961 Topps Juan Marichal. Picked this up from my local card shop in Columbia, Tennessee, and then took it to the Music City Autograph Show, have Juan Marichal autograph it. So that was pretty sweet. He's one of the oldest, if not the oldest, living Hall of Famer now, I believe. So I have a value of $125. I think I paid $75 maybe for the card, something like that. It could be worth a little bit more than that. I saw some higher price sales when I was looking up comps and stuff, but I have it listed as $125. So that is number 11. Okay, getting into the top 10 here, guys. Be right back. Okay, next one up is 1934-36 Diamond Stars, Mickey Cochran. Picked this up at the Music City Autograph Show. I think I've shared this one with you guys, but the front is really nice. The back does have a little bit of staining there at the top, but I still love it. It was, I think, my second Diamond Stars card I've ever bought. So, and I like Mickey Cochran, Hall of Fame catcher, probably top 5 catcher of all time, maybe. So anyway, Diamond Stars, Mickey Cochran at number 10. Next up is a Strongsville pickup that I got for a song, and it turns out it's worth probably quite a bit more than that. It's a 33 DeLong Lawn Warnicki. I bought this from a dealer at Strongsville for $40, and I think it's probably worth at least $100. I have it listed right now on my top 25 list is $125. If I got it graded, I'm sure it would get a 1, maybe a 1.5, and would be worth at least that much. If not, maybe close to $200. So DeLongs are hard to find. There's not many of these listed on eBay. Not many sales of these recently. So really happy to be able to pick up a DeLong. That's the only one I have in my collection right now. Hope to get some more. But for right now, that is number 9 from the 25 top pickups from 2025. Next up is a local card shop pickup. It's the 1958 Hank Aaron Topps All-Star in an SGC 5.5. So I needed this to complete my 58 Topps All-Star subset. And I saw this one. It was just really nice looking. Obviously, SGC 5.5. Nice grade for a 50s card. And I have that one listed as $150 value right now. Okay, moving on to number 7. Card I picked up from the Nashville Card Show. It's 1965 Topps Willie Mays. It's one of the last of a couple, I would say maybe 3 or 4 cards I needed for the set. Still down to needing just the Koufax, but I found this one at the Nashville Card Show. Really nicely centered, nice color, nice white borders. so I had to get that one. And I have a value on that one of $150, which is a little bit less than what I paid for it. Actually, I paid $200 for it. But based on what I was seeing on 130 point when I was looking up comps, I'm guessing the 150 is closer to current value. Okay, the next one up, number 6. This is one I don't think I've showed you guys, but I'm super excited about. Picked this up at the last Nashville Big Card Show. It's a card that I didn't have one from the set. A player I didn't have yet, and it's pre-war, fairly, I would say, scarce, maybe not rare, but a scarce set. It's the Maple Crispet set from, I think it's 1923. This is Roger Peckinpah, who was a good player, was one of the Yankee captains early on. I believe he became an umpire after he stopped playing. So I think he may have a card in the 55 Bowman umpires subset. But regardless, Maple Crispet of Roger Peckinpah. Fills a type card hole, also a player hole in my collection, and just super happy to have that. Okay, so that is number 6 through 10. Getting into the top 5 now. Okay, first up is one I believe I've shared with you guys, but just in case, it's the 1933 Tattoo Orbits Kai Kyler. So I got this from the Music City Autograph Show there. Happened to catch Tony Southern Collector there. I think the day after I bought this, the dealer had a whole collection of tattoo orbits and some diamond stars that came from a 100-plus-year-old man that his family had come into the shop to sell some of those cards, and this was one of them. So it was a Hall of Fame player that I didn't have in my collection yet, a set that I didn't have in my collection yet, and pretty nice shape. So all that combined with a price of $100 was a definite yes for me. Easy decision to buy it. I think the value is actually quite a bit more than that. I have it listed right now as $175. I think it would get probably a 1.5 if it was graded. So it might even be worth a little bit more than that. There's not very many of these in the sale. When you're looking up comps, recent sales. So I'm a little bit guessing, but it's was a nice pickup for my collection. So there's the 33 Tattoo Orbits Kai Kyler. Next up is one I have shared already, but one I love. I picked up this 79 Topps Ozzie Smith rookie card for I think $40 at the Nashville Card Show earlier in the year, and then took it to the Music City Autograph Show. Got Ozzie Smith to autograph it. So the card itself was only about $40, but Ozzie Smith rookie card in this kind of condition is easily $100 if it was graded. You add the autograph on top of that, and I have it bumped up to about $225 value. I think it would get probably at least a 6, maybe a 7 grade on the condition with the autograph too. And it's nicely centered, which is really hard to find in these cards. So there's the Ozzie Smith autograph rookie card. Is number 4. Number 3 is another 1965 Topps card that I need for my set. It's the Pete Rose. When I bought this, I paid $200 for it, same as I paid for the 65 Topps Willie Mays. But I think since Pete Rose has come off the ineligible list for the Hall of Fame, so whenever they get around to doing the era committee that he's eligible for, he could be voted in the Hall of Fame. So I think his cards are maybe bumped up a little bit. At least that's what the comps show in this one. Maybe not for all of them, but for this one it did. So I have it listed as right now $300. It's a really sharp card. Nicely centered, nice color and focus and borders. There's the back. So I was super happy to get that. That was one of the last 3 cards I think I needed for that set. Okay, number 2. Another 65 Topps. This is one I picked up from Strongsville from Stan Locke. It's a Steve Carlson rookie card. I paid $310 for this one, and that's what I have the value still listed for. Not sure if that's completely accurate. It may be a little bit less, a little bit more. But regardless, Steve Carlson rookie card. There's the back. So there's that one. Now we're down to number 1, which you guys probably can imagine what it is if you've seen my videos this year. But it's the biggest card I've ever bought by probably a factor of 3, maybe even 4. I think the most I've ever spent on a card before this was under $400, and this one was $1,350 at Strongsville. So I still had the value about there. Greg over at Midlife Cards have been saying that these card values have been going up some recently. So his, I don't know if he has a PSA or SGC 5. He had bumped up a little bit. I didn't bump mine up. I think the 4s may be still about the same. But regardless, it's a 1954 Topps Ernie Banks rookie card. So I looked really hard trying to find one that's centered top to bottom, so you can see there's border up there above his name and above the Cubs logo. Left to right is pretty good too. Nice color. A little bit of corner wear. But other than that, it's a really nice card. So that's the number 1 pickup for my 2025 collection. I think I'll do a couple more videos here before the end of the year, maybe the first week of 2026. So come back and stay tuned for those. But in the meantime, I appreciate everyone watching. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Please like if you liked the video. Feel free to share it with friends. And I will talk to you guys later. Thanks.